Okay, this video is to help you guys format your papers correctly for the Sherlock Holmes essay. So, first thing you want to do before you even start is up here in the top left corner where you can rename your document. You want to make sure that you name it something that you'll be able to find later. So, I'm going to say Misty's, whoops, Sherlock essay, and then final draft. That way I don't accidentally turn in my rough draft. Okay. Next thing you want to do is before you even start typing, you want the paper to be double spaced. So you're going to go up here to Format, down to Line Spacing. It's probably already set at 1.15. You want to scroll down and click Double. Okay, that will make sure that all of your spacing is double spaced. Next thing you want to do is enter your heading, which is always going to be your name first. Hit enter is name, date, and you always want to put the date the paper is due. So I believe for my class, I said the 25th. That may be different depending on your homeroom teacher. So double check that with your homeroom teacher, but you always want to put the date that the paper is due. Not the date you're working on it, but the date you're going to turn it in. So name, date, and then my last line is subject. The subject would be literature. Next, I'm going to hit the enter button again, and I'm going to write my title for my essay. Notice up here at the, hopefully you can see my mouse, but up here at the top, you should see a couple different options as far as alignment. Normally, you should be selected on left align. That's what we normally hit first, but we want to be on center align for the title. So then I'm going to put as my title, Sherlock Holmes essay, final. Okay, I'll then hit enter again to start my typing. And then I'm going to go back to left align because I don't want my whole paper to be center aligned. I want it to be left aligned. Once I've clicked left align, I now want to start my first introduction paragraph. To do that, I want to make sure I indent. You can always indent on your computer by clicking the tab button, T-A-B. Normally it's in the top left somewhere on your keyboard, but once you hit tab, it should give you a little space there in the middle. It should give you a little space from the edge of the paper, and then you can start your typing. So something like, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle is famous for writing the detective stories starring Sherlock Holmes. These stories are usually about some sort of crime that Sherlock must solve, and he usually does this in a very entertaining way, or whatever the rest of your topic or your intro paragraph should be about. Keep in mind, if you finish the rest of the pod, you should know that there are at least 5 sentences in each paragraph. So you would have more here, but I'm going to go ahead and start my new paragraph because I want to show you how to indent as well. Once you finish your last line of the intro paragraph and you're ready to go into paragraph number 2, having to do with the crime and suspects, you're going to hit enter again. If I start typing normally, see how it kind of bumps up right against the margin there, but instead I want to make sure I hit tab to start my new paragraph, and then I will start writing again. The crime in this story is a little different than most of Sherlock's adventures. In this particular, I'm really just writing things here because I want you to see how it indents again. Okay, so you can see as I go on to the next line, it jumps back to the left margin. That will help separate your paragraphs from each other. Now, some people like to have an extra space in between their paragraphs. You can do that if you want to. It's certainly not a requirement, but it does kind of help you easily identify where one paragraph starts and one paragraph ends. Just keep in mind at the end of your intro paragraph, you want to make sure you have your thesis statement, and then that will be repeated again in the conclusion paragraph. So hopefully this should help you with your formatting for your essay if you choose to type it. If you choose to write it, you still want to have a very similar structure here. Your heading will be in the same place in the top left corner. You're still going to have your title centered, aligned on the next line, and then start your each of your paragraphs should be indented again. So this will be the same thing if you're handwriting it, just make sure it's neatly written in cursive. It's not a requirement to type it, but if you did, I wanted you to see how to format it so that they all look the way they're supposed to. If you have any further questions, just make sure you contact your homeroom teacher and make sure you get it done on time.